How did Glenn and Ed bounce back after the Minnesota?
Not bad. Everybody got to practice some this week, so that was good. We had a couple days off on after the game on Friday and Saturday, and then came back Sunday and today, and everybody practiced the last 2 days.
Initial thoughts on Penn State?
Yeah, I'm really impressed. They've got great athleticism. I think this is Pat's best team since I've been here, and Tony Carr's plays like a veteran point guard. I really like his game. Can do a lot of things right. Hard to guard, left, right, maybe, whatever. You got Mike Watkins, who redshirted, of course, is ranks right behind Ethan Happ in terms of the best defender in the league. When you look at the absolute numbers, he has as much impact as Happ, and you saw what Happ did to us last week. I thought really caused a lot of problems inside, and number 11, Stevens. Yeah, I really like Stevens too. He's got that. He just reminds me of a bigger, stronger Jariah Horn. Kind of that old man game that knows how to get buckets and can really hurt you. And of course, then you look at Shep Garner, who's making threes, and Peyton Banks, who's really making threes, and that's a nice rotation. So they're young. They made some mistakes here and there. Josh Reeves is playing better. But their athleticism is outstanding. They're a very, very athletic team.
When you look at that team, do they remind you of your team at all? A lot of young guys that are playing, have some good wins, maybe some losses that kind of make you scratch your head. Do you see?
Well, I think this league, everybody can say they can scratch their head on some losses, and so that doesn't surprise me as much. I think that I think what's really interesting is those two freshmen in terms of Tony Carr especially, like at the end of games are making huge plays. I mean, they are what you can tell that savviness and is really important. And again, and they're great in transition, and their defense is much improved too. Some because they're shot blocking with Watkins, but there's the overall physicality too, and athleticism has been good too. But does it remind me of us? I don't know who reminds me of us. I'm going to abstain.
You consider putting Ed back in the starting lineup, or does it make any difference at this point?
I haven't really thought about it. I mean, if there's a point in time I think that's the right thing to do, I will.
Maybe better focus, a little better effort out of Jordy when he starts. Have you noticed anything?
Well, one of the things I thought about Jordy is that, he's a thinker. And so, like we'd be talking to guys on the bench, and he'd come in and kind of get paralyzed, by overanalysis, paralysis by analysis. And so starting him I thought might be a good idea, and I thought he's done a good job that way. I don't think he had his best effort the other night, but he did some good things. And we expect Jordy. He's not going to, you start to trend up and then bang, and then you hopefully trend up a little more. And we just want to take 2 steps forward and only 1 step back, not the other way around.
Hey, on Isaiah, can you quantify how much you think his ability to progress this year was hampered by missing the 3.5 months?
I think a great deal. Just by his play in the summer when we got to see him on a regular basis, that he was really athletic and making plays and came back much more timid, of course, and lost some physicality too, which is hard to get back once, you've started the season. But I thought his play the other night, to me, I know he had 5 fouls and 3 blocks. To me, it looked like he had 5 blocks and 3 fouls. And, he really made a difference in the game. And if we could have kept him in the game, I think the outcome would have been different, too, in regulation.
If you seen him just finally cut it loose a little bit and play?
I think you'll have to ask him. But I think that one of the things is that, like a lot of young players, I think Isaiah was maybe too consumed with how he was doing on offense and not recognizing his value on defense. And once, I know he and I have met some, and I've talked to him about that. Once he maybe embraced that a little more than he would have ordinarily, I see a little more confidence and an idea like, hey, I can be good at this. And he was, like I say, he made a big difference in the game the other night. If we could have kept him on the floor.
Oh, you were down 7, he got the dunk and the block shot back to back, and that kind of got the crowd back in it, so.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it was two big time plays. And then he ended up getting the dead ball rebound, really, on the late shot.
You have any thoughts, or I don't know if you even looked at it yet, thoughts on the rules that the NCAA announced? with the
No, I haven't
NIT?
seen
Haven't
anything.
seen it.
Nope. I've seen Penn State 99 times. But they play well in the Palestra, by the way. But I did hear something about. Yeah, yeah. I haven't read anything, so I'm no good to you. We'll get Isaiah in here, so we've got something fresh to say. But I'm looking forward to the game. You know, we obviously need a W. They need a W. And we got a big road game at Ohio State. But I just feel like every night we go out, we're going to put ourselves in a position to win. And hopefully we'll get our fans that get out and give them heck. I know it's another late start, but, you know, those kids don't need sleep that bad. So just want to be on record.